Yes, friends, they finally took action. Congressional lawmakers have just reached a short-term spending deal. This agreement will keep our federal government and agencies open until March. The Biden administration has also enacted a new plan that will lower monthly payments for millions of Americans. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, simply click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Please make sure that you do stay tuned. I will be announcing the winners of yesterday's giveaway.
There's something ironic about having folks across the aisle criticize you for how well you're doing your job when we're 8 days away from a shutdown because we still haven't even brought bills to the floor to fund government 4 months after the fiscal year ended. And I guess I just say that because we may need some of your housing help because there's a whole lot of people throwing stones inside glass houses on the other side of this aisle, and we're gonna have some disrepair in those glass houses. But let me move to more substantive points. In 2021, HUD released your climate action plan, and that plan cited research from Johns Hopkins that said that banks are shifting riskier mortgages, including those in coastal areas, off their books and over to the federal government, warned of a potential threat to the stability of financial institutions due to climate change leading to more extreme disasters. I think the department said that that your loan guarantee programs could be particularly at risk from climate change. Because of physical damage, disruptions in borrowers' ability to pay, declining property values. Do you have any sense of what specific states or regions are most exposed to those risks?
Well, certainly those who are near large bodies of water. We have fires all over the West that are created by climate change. I think that any coastal community is at high risk. I can't give you the exact numbers, but that's what we are finding and seeing. I mean, there are some instances where we saw a tornado in Kansas. We had storms in New Jersey. I mean, it is the nature of where we are in the world with climate. Everybody's having climate challenges, and we are no different.
So a geographic concentration. I want to talk a little bit about risk pricing because it strikes me, and I'm sure you felt the same in your current role and back when you were a lowly member of Congress like us schmoes up here. There's this tension between do we accurately price risk, particularly when we need a social safety net and need to make sure that folks are covered. And some of the reporting that's come out of your agency has come out of the CFTC is seeing this risk being shifted onto bodies that are maybe legally not allowed to price risk. There was this story this week that Florida of all places is considering socializing their property insurance because they're not willing to let insurers factor in forward risk pricing because that would be politically risky, but now insurers are leaving the state. And so I guess what I'm wondering is in addition to the geographic risks, are there certain states or places where, or even pockets of the economy where you think the risk is going to be mispriced in such a way that there's going to be some exposure and financial disruption in the economy?
Well, and I'm not sure I'm answering it, but let me suggest that most times when we have major climate crises, they affect the poorest people in our country. When we are talking about how we insure people against these kinds of storms and whatever they may be, what we're talking about is the richest people in the country. The poorest people are the ones who tend to be underinsured or uninsured, whose homes are not built to the standards they should be, who live in areas that are closest to damage. I'm not sure, am I answering your question?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's...
According to NBC News, the House and Senate leaders have reached an agreement on a short-term spending deal. This deal would avert a government shutdown in the next few weeks. The deal would keep the government funded until March, buying legislators more time to craft longer-term, agency-specific spending bills. This is following the agreement last weekend to set the overall spending level for fiscal year 2024 at $1.59 trillion. The new agreement moves upcoming government funding deadlines for different departments from January 19th and February 2nd to March 1st and March 8th. The short-term bill, known as Continuing Resolution, will need to pass both the House and Senate before Friday at midnight to avoid a partial government shutdown. Several hard-right Republicans have objected to the top-line spending deal that Speaker Johnson previously cut with Senate Democrats. Lawmakers have urged Johnson to go back on it, though Speaker Johnson said on Friday that the agreement remains intact. As Mike Johnson faced pushback from the right, several moderate Democrats told NBC News that they would be willing to vote to save the Louisiana Republican speakership if there were a move to oust him. Meanwhile, congressional Democrats praised a top-line spending agreement after it was announced last weekend. Also, friends, according to Yahoo News, the Biden administration will start canceling student loans for some borrowers in February. This is as part of a new repayment plan that's taking effect nearly 6 months ahead of schedule. This week, President Biden said loan forgiveness was originally set to begin in July under the new SAVE repayment plan, but it's being accelerated to provide faster relief to borrowers. The U.S. president also noted that it's part of an effort to act as quickly as possible to give more borrowers some breathing room. Borrowers will be eligible for cancellation if they are enrolled in the new SAVE plan, if they originally borrowed $12,000 or less to attend college, or if they have made at least 10 years of payments. Biden announced a new repayment plan last year alongside a separate plan to cancel up to $20,000 in loans for millions of Americans, but the Supreme Court struck down his plan for widespread forgiveness. But the repayment plan has so far escaped that level of legal scrutiny. According to NBC News, unlike his proposal for mass cancellation, the repayment plan is a twist on existing income-based plans created by Congress more than 1 decade ago. Republicans in Congress tried unsuccessfully to block the new repayment plan through legislation and a resolution last year. The accelerated forgiveness drew fire from Republicans who called it an attempt to win voters ahead of the 2024 presidential election. The new repayment plan offers far more generous terms than several other income-driven repayment plans that it's meant to replace. Previous plans offered cancellation after 20 or 25 years of payments, while the new plan offers it in as little as 10. The new plan also lowers monthly payments for millions of borrowers. The Biden administration says next month's relief will help Americans who attended community college, while generally cost less than four-year universities. Starting next month, the Education Department says it will automatically wipe away balances for eligible borrowers who are enrolled in the SAVE plan. The department will also email borrowers who might be eligible but have not yet enrolled. According to Education Secretary Miguel Cardona, the plan aims to place community college students on a faster track to debt forgiveness than ever before. Republicans have come against the new repayment plan, saying it helps wealthier Americans with college degrees at the expense of taxpayers who did not attend college. Some say it's an attempt to make community college free, an idea that Biden campaigned on, but failed to win support in Congress. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts, and what should happen to student loans? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my awesome and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. The winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Angie Chapman and Priscilla M. Congratulations, my dearest friends. To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or, my friends, you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.